Hey, hi, and hello, welcome back to the channel today. Sorry for my absence as of late. University and school life has been a little bit hectic this semester, but good news, I'm in my final week, so videos are beginning to resume here very soon. We're starting right now with this video today, so let's get started with our video today. So as you can see behind me, the setup has a little bit of an upgrade. It looks a little different to the last time. I can't even remember what the last video I showed it to you in was, but the wallpapers are different. Monitor is vertical, there's a different camera there, and you might be able to tell there's a different desktop there, and what the video theme is about today. There's new keyboard and mouse in my setup today, so let's talk about it. So, the lovely folks at Alienware Oz were kind enough to send me a keyboard and mouse, new ones. I was using Alienware peripherals beforehand, and I love them, and I can tell you now, I love these new ones even more. They also sent me this pair of headphones as well, the 510H. I'll probably be talking about that one in potentially another video or a social post or something like that. But today, we're here to talk about the keyboard and mouse. Once again, massive shout out to Alienware for sending me these peripherals. I'm proud to be able to work with you guys and to show off your amazing products and to have the pleasure to use them, because truly, what you're going to see is tremendous in this video. Okay, so let's start off with the keyboard first and foremost. The keyboard that I'm now using is the Alienware 510K low profile RGB gaming mechanical keyboard. I was using a Alienware one beforehand. I've used dozens of keyboards before these Alienware ones that I've been using, but this keyboard that is currently integrated in my setup at the moment is by far my favorite, both design wise, comfort and functionality, and we're going to talk about why here in this video. I've only had the keyboard in for a couple of days, but it's pretty quick to me that it is going to be my favorite keyboard that I've ever had the pleasure of using. First and foremost, let's talk about like design and aesthetics, because as you can tell with the setup behind me, I've been striving to make it look very nice, and I think I've done a very good job in trying to do that. So with the keyboard, it's fully integrated into Alienware Command Center, so you can change the colors and the lights. You can change individually. You can make WASD a different color to your arrow keys. You can fully Command Center everything and change all the colors on everything. But I have mine on the default setting under Rainbow Wave from top to bottom, I believe. I think it is. You could try it out for yourself if you've got one. I personally love it a lot. It's a really nice set of colors. Obviously, being a rainbow, it's very nice. But talking about actual keyboard design, this is my favorite design of a keyboard that I've had. I've had a lot of keyboards over my time, and I've had a lot of keyboards that have been big and bulky and take up a lot of space on my desk. This one doesn't take up hardly any space, as you may or may not be able to tell. It takes up virtually no space at all on my desk, which is something really important to me. Space is huge to me, but I don't want to be putting space ahead of function. Obviously, I want a keyboard that functions and works over a large amount of space on my desk. So that's why I've naturally gone for a keyboard that's larger, because it functions and works. However, this is not the case with this keyboard behind me. This keyboard is compact, designed nicely, and works phenomenally well. One big thing that was going to be a detractor for me with this keyboard was going to be the lack of media keys. However, once I've put it in, I actually found that it's not actually too bad. I've been using keyboards in the past that have had media keys and then gone to keyboards without, and then with and without and with, and so on, and you get the point. And this one doesn't have dedicated media keys for play, pause, and stop and skip and stuff like that. It's got a mute and a scroll wheel, which is fantastic, and I love that feature. This one has it on F8 to 11, I believe it is, but you have to hold the FM button, which is totally fine, as long as I've still got that functionality to be able to do that, and a compact keyboard. That totally wins me over. The sound on it is quite nice as well. Obviously, everybody loves to talk about keyboard clicks and mouse clicks when we're talking about peripherals and setups. And I've been using it for a few days and typing and writing emails and essays and stuff. And obviously, you know, the swap over process is, you know, your emails have got a lot more typos in them, considering, you know, it's a different keyboard and all. But this one, now that I'm used to it and everything, the keyboard clicks are super quiet but get the work done. There is a click there, you know, for all the folks that love clicky keyboards. There is a click there, but it is quiet, which I do love, because obviously being a streamer, I have my microphone very close to my face and in close proximity to my keyboard as well. And in the past, I've used keyboards where even though my settings on my microphone are well optimized, it still picks my keyboard noises up, which isn't fantastic. However, this one, I've tested it out with the microphone and it is fantastic. Fun fact about this keyboard is that I got the chance to try it out and use it last October back at PAX when I was on the Alienware stage. I'll chuck a photo up on screen. I was featured on the Alienware stage at PAX Australia last October 2019, you know, back when the world was all open and stuff. I had the chance to use it, and now a year later I'm sitting here making a video on it, and back then when I used it on stage I said, wow, this is a really beautiful keyboard and I want it. I said to myself I want it on that spot, and now I'm sitting here with it, which is fantastic. I believe it was only brand new at the time, so it's about a year old, and it's still an absolutely beautiful keyboard. They're still making models, so if you want to go and purchase one, I'll make sure to leave links in the description to both the keyboard, the mouse, and the headphones in the description below. Okay, now let's talk about the mouse. Where did I put the mouse? So the mouse that I have is the Alienware 610M wired and wireless gaming mouse. So something really cool with this one that I actually didn't know beforehand, I assumed because my last Alienware mouse was straight wired that this one was going to be wired as well. But this is a combo. You can do either. You can do wired or wireless. The cool thing with this one is that it's got 350 hours of battery charge in it, so it can last being plugged in via USB. There is a USB connection stored in underneath the mouse. It's got a little 610M sticker on it. You just push the button and it pops out, and you can plug it into your computer and turn on your Bluetooth and you're fine. So, but I'm a believer that I like wired. I prefer wired personally. It's nice to have wireless when I'm like on the go and I'm in a different environment or on a laptop or whatever. But if I'm at my home setup, such as this one, and I'm, you know, playing a BR or anything, you know, that I like to take seriously, wired's going to be my best choice. And wireless is still going to be a fabulous option because this is a beautiful mouse, regardless whether it's wired or wireless. This mouse is very different to the last Alienware mouse that I had. This one's designed with ergonomics in mind. If you notice on the box, there is a little section here on either side of the mouse that is designed for ergonomics. It's designed to almost act as a rest for your hand, because obviously if you've got just, you know, just the mouse that you're just holding, you're obviously, your hand's kind of be in limbo there, and I found that to be really awesome and really nice and comfortable, making the mouse a lot more comfortable to use. As always, it's an Alienware product, so it's integrated with Alienware Command Center, so I have mine on both on keyboard and mouse on the rainbow wave setting from top to bottom, and it's a beautiful thing. The lights are really nice on it. They're nice and subtle. I'm not a huge fan of an overly RGB mouse. I want something that's got a bit of color in it, but ultimately that performs well. So this one's got a nice little light strip down the middle and then the Alienware head, and that's it, and it's fantastic, and I think it's the perfect design of a mouse. I should also mention that these peripherals both come in the Lunar Light color and Dark Side of the Moon, the Dark Side of the Moon being black, Lunar Light being the white color. I elected for Dark Side of the Moon personally because, don't know if you can tell, but most of my setup's black. But I do have the Alienware M17R3. I'll make sure to link it in the card above, the video that I did on that in Lunar Light, and I love that color personally. It's a really, really nice color, and I think it's still an absolutely solid option. It's really beautifully designed. This one, this mouse as well, by the way, has a little button on the underneath the scroll wheel to change the DPI, the speed of the mouse, which is I found really, really good. When I plugged it in, it was a little bit too slow for me initially, so I had to work out how to change it, and it's a pretty easy thing to change it. Obviously be aware because it is a little sensitive. I changed it too high very quickly and down here deleted my whole computer, so make sure you don't change it too high. The mouse is a little more clicky than the keyboard with a louder kind of click to it, but I don't mind that. I prefer there to be a louder click in the mouse than in the keyboard, so it's actually kind of a nice pleasing kind of sound, the click on the mouse. I don't know why, I never found myself to be one who enjoys the sounds of a keyboard or a mouse or anything like that, but this one I quite enjoy. So the mouse and the keyboard are decently priced. They're certainly at a decent price point. Obviously you're going to pay a little more because they're very good quality. The mouse comes in at about 205 Australian dollars. I'll link on the screen exactly what that is in USD, and the keyboard comes in at about 385, I believe, Australian dollars. I think it's totally worthwhile. This is a beautiful keyboard. I think it's the best one I've used yet. The keyboard and the mouse are totally beautiful things. I absolutely enjoy them to bits, and have loved making and molding my setup to fit the keyboard and mouse into my setup. As you can see behind me, my keyboard is kind of doing its little dance at the moment, which is really, really awesome. Keys are lifted up as well. I neglected to mention that before because I'm an idiot. I haven't filmed a YouTube video in a while. The keys are lifted up ever so slightly off the actual base of the keyboard, so that way the lighting protrudes out and creates this really nice glow effect, which is why you can see them so heavily at the moment behind me, which is really, really nice. So that's going to do me for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really, truly enjoyed it. Feel free to come and join me in my Twitch chat as well if you have any questions about how I'm liking the mouse and the keyboard and all the peripherals and stuff. Feel free to pop into my chat. There's a link in the description below. Stream 5 nights a week at 9:30 p.m. Pacific. Again, thank you to Alienware for sending these lovely little peripherals my way to make videos on and to use and to everything like that. And I'll make sure to link products and places where you can buy them on Dell and Alienware sites alike in the description below. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really, truly appreciate it. If you liked it and you enjoyed and you want to keep up to date with all of the future content, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoying it, and leave a like on the video to tell me you enjoyed it and you want to see more of this style of content. I'm excited to be diving back headfirst into YouTube content again toward the end of this year now it's October, which is kind of a scary realization. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your time zone, and until next time, bye-bye.